From WLWT, this is Issues.
Hello, welcome to Issues. I know you're getting ready for Thanksgiving. I want you to have a great one. We have a lot to talk about. A little later, Michael Bobo is going to talk with Nzinga and Daphne about all the great stuff going on with Sweet Sister Splash. You want to stay tuned for that. Also, we've got Henry Benefield here to talk about the 100+ Men's Chorus. First, we're going to talk about a really, really special lady, and I think everybody out there knows her and her husband. This is Kimberly Nicole Johnson, and she's the wife of Devin Johnson. And we lost Devin about a year ago in a motorcycle accident.
Yes.
And I want to welcome you. I know
Thank
we
you.
were just saying it's been a little over a year.
Yes.
Really tough, and you've written a book, a lot's going on. But,
Yes.
you know, first of all, welcome to Issues.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you came on the show. Let's just go back and talk, because everybody knew Devin. When I
Yes.
heard about that motorcycle, a lot of people here were talking. I told you, to Michael was at the service. You know, he really touched a lot of lives.
Yes.
How did you and Devin first meet?
Devin, we met in high school initially.
And that's special.
Yes,
Yeah.
so we met in high school, and then we got back together in hair school, which was over 20 years ago, like 94, 93, 94. And so we met in hair school, and he was really not a guy who, Devin was, play all the time, like,
Probably why everybody knew him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was just something about him, there's something about him.
And you all clicked.
Yes.
And so Devin was a barber. He had his own business, and it seems like everybody went to him.
Everybody came to the bar. Cause our shop is it's a hair salon and a beauty salon. I mean, a barbershop and a beauty salon.
Right.
And so we're combined, and everybody comes to Incredible Creations. Everyone. I mean, he was the barber for the Bengals, the Reds. Most of the celebrities that came in town, came to us. So
Right.
The city, police chief, everyone. So.
Wow. And then, and you have children.
Yes.
You're saying you
have
four sons,
3 daughter-in-laws, and 9 grandchildren.
Oh my goodness! And you look about 18. So I'm like, how did that happen? but so about a year ago, life was going well, and as happens. I mean, horrible things can happen,
Yes,
right? And so
yes.
September 24th, you got the news.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
I am a breast cancer survivor of 3 years.
Okay.
Also, yes. And so we went through all of that. Breast cancer, was getting back.
And he was really supporting you through all that recovery.
Every step of the way,
Right.
he was right there. And we had all these plans, after our love was over. And on the 24th of September, I was in the salon working. I hadn't really been working a lot because of, and I was really busy that day. And I'm typically not busy on a Saturday, not really.
Yeah.
And my husband came in, and he was like, "Oh my God, baby, like you're busy," So he had to go to a client that day because he's a celebrity stylist to do a styling. Okay. So he came back about 5 o'clock, and we talked for a moment. And he said, "I'm going to run home. I'll be right back." That was at 5:15 p.m. I called my husband at 6:38, no answer. Nothing, Called him again about 7, no answer. So I went to the house. I didn't see his bike. So, and in that moment I got a call and said, "Something happened to your husband." And I was like, wait a minute, I just talked to my husband.
So in that short amount of time, oh my goodness. And so he was in a fatal motorcycle accident.
He had his bike malfunctioned. His throttle got stuck, and his bike launched into a wheelie. He tried to control the bike. It was 2 girls that he avoided hitting, and when he avoided hitting those girls, he hit a pole. So when he hit the pole, he fell off the bike, and he passed away instantly.
Goodness. And that was September 24th, 2016.
Yes.
Now, when he had encouraged you to write a book,
Yes.
and so you've written this beautiful
Yes.
book, Walking Without My Cane. How did you get up the energy, the spirit? How did you do that?
Well, Devin would always say to me, "You should write a book," and I would say, "About what?" Just about who you are. I've always been a writer. I've always journaled. Never wrote a book though. And so when my husband passed away, I heard him. Now is the time. I heard the Holy Spirit telling me.
Talking to you.
Yes, and it was the Holy Spirit told me, "Write this. You have to write." And I said, "About what?" He said, "Just write." I didn't know what it was going to be about. I just would write every day, and that's why it's a memoir about what it looks like to lose a part of you. Devin was literally me, and Devin was my cane, so to speak. We all have a cane, but Devin was my cane, so I'm learning to walk without him.
Right.
You know, so
it's called Walking Without My Cane. How do we find your book? I mean, I've read parts of it. I'm going to sit down and just read it cover to cover. I've just gone through different parts. I'm like, oh, it makes me cry. I mean, the whole thing.
you're going to go through a wave of, you're going to cry, you're going to laugh, you're going to be in love, you're going to be angry, you're going to, at the end, you should feel, you know, hope and inspired to keep moving on in whatever your purpose is in life, you know.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
So how do we get your book?
Well, the books will be
Kimberly?
in Barnes & Noble's at the beginning of the year.
Oh, good.
So as of now, you can email me or call me.
Now, I don't know, do we have that information? If not, we'll get it here at WLWT.com.
Yes.
Because I know Jeff said, okay, give us a phone number.
Yes.
Is there a phone number to call?
Yes, 513-253-5305.
Okay, tell us one more time. Oh, we've got the number.
Okay, yes, 513-253-5305.
Because, you know, I'm just thinking it's a wonderful book to give as a gift. I mean, we bought a bunch to give away as gifts for the Bright Awards coming up. But also because, and I want you to just give some advice, because a lot of people suffer loss, and with the holidays coming up, it makes it exaggerated. I guess it makes that loss even deeper.
Yes. Well, I'm going into my second year, and this feels hard. This is harder because the first year you're numb. I call it my anesthesia has worn off. You know, when you have surgery, it's worn off.
And then you
feel the pain.
now I
am feeling and it feels like I just lost him. So, you know, holidays are different. I don't even want to celebrate the way we used to because he's not here.
Right.
You know, so I'm learning my new traditions. I'm learning a new way to celebrate these holidays without him.
Right.
So I encourage everyone to express your grief. Don't hold it in. You know, get it out.
Reach out to someone.
Reach out.
Right.
I have an amazing support system. My sisters and my brothers, amazing.
That's
God first.
Right.
So.
And that is wonderful, and that's really good advice, because people go through the holidays, and you know, the sadness that they're feeling is even worse. And so we want to make sure people know to reach out and don't go and read your book, Walking Without My Cane.
I'm having a book signing Saturday at my salon.
Oh, are you? Okay.
7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So everyone.
And tell us the address for the salon.
It's 1209 Vine Street.
Okay.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
Incredible Creations and Over the Rhine.
That's fine. You're an incredible lady. It's so good for you to come on. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, you are just wonderful.
Thanks.
All right, stick with us. Michael will be here to talk to Sister Splash. Be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Michael Bobo. Today I am here with the lovely and fabulous Miss Nzinga Bird and Miss Daphne Thomas. They are the co-owners of Sweet Sister Splash. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
You all always have such a beautiful presence, and I can always see your spirit glowing. So I love when I get to interview you all. Give us a little information for those people that don't know about Sweet Sister Splash and what it's about and the boutique and everything.
Well, Sweet Sister Splash is a cultural center located at 1218 Sycamore Street in Over the Rhine, Cincinnati, Ohio. We've been there about 5.5 years, and we feature all different types of programs, classes, workshops that pertain to African-American culture, spirituality, economic development. The list goes on and on.
Yes, you all have a lot of events, and you also do host events at other locations sometimes. In this particular October, you all went on a trip.
Yes.
What prompted you all to go to Ghana?
Well, one of the reasons for going to Ghana was to reconnect with our ancestors and do some healing work. And then also we do a fabulous event called Afro Swag, where we are merging cultures through fashion.
Wow.
So we went to Ghana during Fashion Week to meet with designers, to see the latest trends, and to also bring back some amazing garments.
I think that's phenomenal. That's amazing. I didn't know there was a Fashion Week in Ghana. You learn something every single day. I'm so phenomenal. What type of things did you see when you were over there? Did they have parties and events similar to what we're used to when we see New York Fashion Week?
Yeah, it was exactly like New York Fashion Week. There were parties, there were seminars with some of the designers, obviously the fashion show, workshops, all kind of stuff was going on.
And what other things did you do while you were in Ghana besides attend Fashion Week events?
Well, one of the major things that we did is we traveled to Cape Coast and we went to Almena, the slave castles, and we got to have that experience and do some ancestral healing. And one of the other amazing things that we did, we traveled to the village of Wajé, and we went into the school there. We met with the students. We learned the needs of the community, and we also did a community love offering where Afro Swag took clothing and we gave clothing to the villagers.
Did you all travel with the clothing from here, or okay? And when you were there, what was the experience as far as talking with them? What type of things do they need, and how did that feel being there?
It was an amazing experience. We both were very humbled. First for being there and then having their attention. I mean, these were some of the most brightest, beautiful students and children that we've, ever encountered. They were very, just their dreams and goals they shared with us, and we were just actually blown away that they want to be doctors and lawyers and pilots.
Teachers,
and they have a major need.
You said they have a major need?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, speaking to the major need, the children, you would never know that they were in need because of how disciplined, how focused, how respectful, and how educated they are. But these children are in a school with no electricity, no running water inside of the school, one book per classroom. The book belongs to the teacher. Ceiling panels that are barely holding up. There's a lot of needs. Educational school supplies and resources are needed.
Laptops, pens, everything that we send our children to school with every year is what they need. Pencils, paper, workbooks with worksheets in the back, calculators, rulers, laptops, and even a few bikes would be great for them as well, because a lot of them have to travel a long way to get to school.
When you were in Ghana, this is a location that still has some other difficulties with slavery and things of that nature, correct?
What do you mean?
Well, it was the world's third largest area for the slave trade, correct? And that still has an effect for them today, similar to what we still experience sometimes here in America, correct? And do you think that affected some of the things that still, like no electricity, and they don't have funds in their areas?
Well, colonization is something that's really real. So my answer would be yes, they still see the effects of the transatlantic slave trade that has trickled down through generations and generation, and it plays a major part in why they are living in the conditions that they live in today.
And one of the things I'm curious about is when someone is able to donate, you mentioned workbooks. So if they have a workbook or something, they're bringing it, should I just bring a whole box of workbooks to you all? Like, how are you accepting the information?
Well, on December the 4th, we are holding the Wajé Books and Bikes Drive, where we are inviting the community to come out and bring their donations, bring their school supplies. If you want to make a monetary donation, that's fine as well. We'll also have a Nigerian performer performing live at our drive.
Go ahead and give us the information that's on the screen right there.
So it's actually Sunday, December the 4th. From 12 to 3 is the drop-off. From 3 to 6 is also a drop-off, but it's also live performance, foods from Africa, music from Africa. It's at Sweet Sister Splash, 1218 Sycamore, and it's $10 to donate.
Okay, and I'll give the number 418-5510 or 332-1575. Those are the two numbers that they can call.
418-3510.
Oh, 3510. Yes. Thank you so much. This is Book and Bikes Drive for Wajé, correct?
Wajé, yes.
Wajé.
In Ghana.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you ladies for being here. We will be right back. Stay tuned for Jan-Michele.
Welcome back. I loved hearing about Ghana. My daughter's in Ghana. She is loving it. Hey, we're going to talk to Henry Benefield. Oh, this is a great event. Oh, my goodness. I'm so proud. Welcome, Henry.
Thank you.
So good to see you. So the 100+ African-American Men's Chorus is about to perform.
Yes, our annual concert is the fundraiser to go into the neighborhoods, get those kids with potential to go to college, inspire them by sending them on the Black College Bus Tour.
I love
when they
that.
come back, oh, they're changed. They're changed. I mean, it's just such a serious issue. It seems small, but it's very major, because I think we have to go back to our central core of providing hope. You know, especially to young people that may not have an idea that they have all these talents, almost like a Bill Gates or President Obama. And it's our job as community folks, parents, brothers, uncles, to inspire young people to the next level.
Right, I think that's wonderful. You know, I think a big thing with young people is it's really what the 100+ African American Men's Chorus does. It's exposure.
Exactly.
I mean, because a lot of times college seems like kind of a, you know, an absent kind of a weird
overwhelming.
idea.
Yeah, overwhelming experience.
Yeah, it's like college. I mean, I don't think I could make it there. But when
Exactly.
you go and you see people who are just like you,
Exactly.
young people, and you know, doing well, I think it gives a young person the idea that, hey, I could do that too.
Exactly. It's the familiarity thing, when you see someone that you can associate with, it's more receptive.
Right.
You know, like when we go to a party, oh, there's Jan. I know her. I can have a conversation with her. So we really have focused in on making it comfortable for the students to go, because we don't want to discourage them, we want to motivate them to think, you know, possibly I can do this, you know, and once they leave, the most important part, some have just a community attitude where they've only been in Over the Rhine, they've only been in whatever community, and they only know the circumstances in the community. But when they leave,
and they might not even have a family member who's been to college.
Exactly.
That's another thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's so important. And then the proud part for me is African American men, you know, standing up for African American youth.
Right.
We talk about their pants going down. We talk about all the negativity, selling drugs and things like that. We have a focus to reach, especially young African American males, to get them to go on the Black College Bus Tour, because to us, they're the ones that are at the greatest risk.
Right. And do you know what colleges will be covered this year? Or
there are, well, we have several college
tours.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can choose which college bus tour you want to go
wonderful.
on.
Okay.
And I tell you, sometimes they go to DC, Howard, sometimes they go to the South.
Okay.
All those wonderful, wonderful tours.
Morehouse.
All of them.
Fisk
Yes,
and, Bennett College
yes,
for girls.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
So that's exciting for us. And I do want to report, and I bring this out because I don't want anyone to ever think that we don't recognize the people who have made this a success.
Okay.
People like you, Hearst Communications, and all the other places throughout the city.
Thank you.
As a result of the combined efforts of the community, we've all sent over 672 students.
You are kidding.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. So that's why I talk about the power of the collective.
Yes.
You know, what we can do as a community, or just for, you know, with Cincinnati Herald as well. You know, we thank you as well.
Well, you know what, we thank you, because I want to say this started with you. You had this idea.
Amen.
And now you've got over 100 African American men in this group. I know Wade Lacey is in it. We hear about it all the time, and you know, they love it and they're dedicated.
To
and
God be the glory.
Oh my goodness.
It comes from the premise of let your light so shine that men might see your good works and glorify the Father. We understand in many cases nothing from nothing leaves nothing. So there has to be an active participant more than just verbal conversation.
Right.
So we're actively, we interact with counselors in the communities, in the school, to identify those at-risk group.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
those at-risk group.
So you're doing a lot of work with this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a serious issue.
Right.
We don't want every child to fail because they don't have an opportunity.
Right.
If we provide an opportunity, and in some cases they have to earn it, you know what I mean, by having the grades, because you know, if you go to a certain college and you don't have grades, you're not even going to be able to get into it.
Right. And sometimes going and visiting the college really inspires young people to start working harder. A lot of people have the ability, just don't put in the work. You know?
Absolutely. So. And we just adopted a new thing. I was listening to former President Obama, and he identified that everyone doesn't have to be a doctor, everyone doesn't have to be a psychiatrist. There are some trade skills, like some of these young kids love to work on cars. They love electrical work. They love working on computers and all those things. those kind of positions can make them successful in life as well.
Right.
So we have not only just focused on, you know, academic colleges, but we focused on like what technical colleges, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where they have all those things. Yes, ma'am.
Learn a skill, learn a trade.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know Walter White, and I share an office with him, was talking to the electrician who was out in the hallway.
Yes.
And he said he has a hard time finding young African-American guys who want to be electricians. And he said the money's really good.
Oh my God, it's
so
amazing.
We've got to get the word out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he said he's out there looking for apprentices to train. So.
Absolutely. And sometimes they can make more in those positions than they can in some of the more identifiable, you know, accountant, those kind of positions. And, and also the best part I like about it, you're able to control your own destiny because you can start your own business.
Right, be an entrepreneur.
And that is the best thing for a lot of young people, natural leaders. You can't tell them everything. Well, start your own business. I'm sorry, go ahead.
There you go. Okay, so Jeff is wrapping us up, and we haven't even talked about the concert. Okay, so tell us when and where. I'm going to see if I can hold this up, and Jeff's got all the information.
It's going to take place Sunday, December the 10th at 5 p.m. The location's Allen Temple AME Church, 7030 Reading Road. It's open to the public. It's free. And for more information, you can call 513-633-9108. That's December the 10th, 5 p.m. The 100 plus African American men's course in a full concert.
Oh, and
so really
I'm
exciting.
To hold this up, but I'm
You're doing
waving
good.
it in the air a little bit.
You're doing absolutely
yeah, it's free
fantastic.
and open to the public, and you'll take a love offering there.
And all the benefits from this go to sending the kids on the Black College tour. Yeah, all the money goes to the kids. So we don't try to take such a pleasure.
December 10th, we'll be there.
Thank you.
All right, stick with us. Mike will be here to tell you about other stuff going on. Be right back.
All right.
Here's to Michael Bobo with some community events.
Well, first up we have Give Love for the Holidays, Saturday, December 9th, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Westin, Cincinnati, 21 East 5th Street. Tickets are $75, and that's sponsored by the Links Incorporated.
It's going to be a fun brunch. Don't miss it.
Next up is the Holibration 2017 Community Business Marketplace, Saturday, December 9th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at New Vision United Methodist Church, located at 4400 Reading Road. It's a free shuttle from satellite parking at Mercy Health. And lastly, we have 4th annual The Friends of the Cincinnati Herald holiday musical concert, which will be Saturday, December 16th at 1:30 p.m. at the House of Joy Christian Ministries, located at 5918 Hamilton Avenue. This is a free event.
Come on out.
Come on out. For more information, call 368-8108, because we're all friends of the Cincinnati Herald.
I think and Bishop Todd O'Neill is hosting us this year, so we're so excited. So yeah, and Holibration is going to be great. People should come out, get their Christmas shopping done, and or holiday shopping. And I understand there might be a celebrity there that Jeff is bringing. Have a great week. Stay safe, stay positive. All right.